Alright everybody, I'll be working on my 2017 Polaris Razor RZR 1000 HP and ordered a super ATV turn signal light kit for this thing, and we're going to see what we got going on here and see how this turns out, and maybe if I come out with anything, any different that anybody else has got on here, which I hadn't seen anything for this particular kit, but let's see how it works. Alright, well, little update. I got the wiring harness out of the box, stretched it out, figured out where everything needs where it's supposed to go, and it says to follow your original wiring harness, which down in there, so on and so forth. I gotta take my seats out, pull the center out, take it all the way back to the back, and go from there. Alright, I have got a little progress here. I went ahead and I got my harness run through, well, from the hood to the back. So you got your right turn signal, this has got to go into the column, and then your left turn signal, and of course your power, everything hooks up here. But way I come straight down by the frame rail, turn back, and that's way pretty close to the original wiring, the way the original wiring harness goes. Of course, take your time, zip tie everything up good, and I pulled the center console out just to make it a little easier. And then you can easily access and grab it from here. And of course, I'm going to go back through and zip tie more everything up a lot better, where we don't get down in the the U joints and stuff here. And if I pulled it all through tight to here and had all my slack back out, and then stuck it back, fed it back through this way. And it is possible you don't have to take the skid plate off. Well, at least I didn't. But the back is pretty well done. I don't know if I've got, of course I still got to deal with the slack. I don't know if I got the wrong kit or if I'm doing something a little wrong at the moment. But all you do is unplug the original harness. You unplug it, we have a male in that goes into your female, and then your female is the male here. And you've also got two extra lights here, which it says right on there, license plate, which I did order that. It doesn't come with the kit, but I did order it. And I've got something to do with the slack and stuff, but I'm going to make sure everything works out first, and then I'm going to deal with the slack. So you do not have to take the skid plate off, at least I did. Alright, sorry I got a little ahead of myself here, but I've got my horn in, which was no big deal. I mean, you hook two wires up. I use this original mountain screw over here. I just pulled that out. But I had an issue with my ground on my measurement panel up here for this. I just wasn't getting a good ground, so I just took the grinder, ground off a little paint right there, put a self tapper in it. I've got good power now. And then you've got one section of harness that goes into the inside, and my plug was already messed up. Of course, I've got this thing, it was already popped out like that, so I just went ahead and slid it through. Mind you, I'm gonna go back, like I said, and zip tie some stuff up good. I'm just trying to get it in, make sure I got it all in good. But I don't know, let's see, you can see right back here, there was a ground wire on there, and it didn't say much about it, but I know you can't really see. But I ground the spot out, put a self tapper in up there too. But it just plugs in, and you got a hose clamp that goes around your steering stem here. Just tighten it down good, and it Easy as that. You just got to put the ground in, and oh yeah, I did drill a hole. I used a 3/4 paddle bit. I just went over that mark there and drilled me a hole there. And the easiest way that I found to do it was pull the rubber grommet off the light and put it in the hole first, and then slide the light into it. But so far so good. All right, we got the finished product. About the only other thing I had to do was I put in my control box for my turn signals. I just used a self tapper on that. As far as I know, I didn't hit anything. You know, I tried to check behind the dash, but I've got everything zip tied up good over here and over here, down along my frame rail, and you know, back under my midsection. Everything. Let's see. Already got the switch on. And you got indicator lights working. Front turn signal's working. Rear's working. I did buy the license plate mount, and as you can see, it's got the little light in it. And that's not exactly how it's going to be, but that's the way I've got it for the time being, because I'm wanting to put a rear bumper on and put it on better than that. And well, might as well take a look at the other one. I mean, it's pretty well the same thing. You can turn them off. There's your horn. Hazard lights. You know, on my front lights, you know, like I said, used the 3/4 bit, and I tried to line them up as close as I could to this light here. You know, from this light to this light, from this light to that light, and it works real well right over top of my bumper that I have now. And I'm very, very happy with the kit. Super ATV, you know, does a real good job. Everything's plug and play. I'm sure there's better, neater ways to do it than what I've done it, but I mean, it works well for me. I did have, you know, a lot of slack, so behind my breather tube here on the back of this frame rail, I curled it and put a zip tie in at the top and left plenty of slack coming down here, and you know, get a little bit here. That way, if it does ever get hung on anything, you know, it shouldn't be a problem. But I don't know if this will help anybody or not, but I mean, I didn't see nothing on it, you know, on here for it, but I figured I'd do just a little short video here to kind of show you how I did it. Of course, I didn't go step by step, but I'm not a professional at this either, and I don't claim to be. So, but hopefully it helps, and we'll see you out there.